Tito Jackson, the beloved member of the legendary Jackson 5, has passed away at the age of 70, leaving behind a lasting legacy that spans decades and continues to influence the music world. As a central figure in one of the most iconic and successful families in pop culture history, Tito's contributions to music, both as part of the Jackson 5 and as a solo artist, will forever be remembered. His passing marks the end of an era, but his legacy will continue to inspire future generations of musicians and fans alike. The Jackson family legacy and Tito's role in it. Born Toriano Adaryll Jackson on October 15, 1953, in Gary, Indiana, Tito was the third of 9 children born to Joe and Katherine Jackson. Growing up in a large, musically gifted family, Tito, like his siblings, showed a natural affinity for music from a young age. It was his guitar-playing talent that first caught the attention of his father, Joe Jackson, who was determined to turn his sons into a successful musical group. What started as a family band practicing in their living room quickly turned into a worldwide phenomenon. The Jackson family's rise from humble beginnings in Gary to becoming global superstars is a story that has been told countless times, but Tito's unique contributions are often understated. While Michael Jackson became the face of the Jackson 5, Tito was the steady backbone of the group, playing rhythm guitar and providing backup vocals. Alongside his brothers, Jackie, Jermaine, Marlon, and Michael, Tito helped to create the signature sound that catapulted the Jackson 5 to fame in the late 1960s. The Jackson 5's meteoric rise to fame. The Jackson 5's breakthrough came in 1969 when they signed with Motown Records, one of the most influential record labels of the time. Under the guidance of Motown's Berry Gordy, the Jackson 5 were introduced to the world with their debut single, I Want You Back, which quickly shot to the top of the charts. The infectious energy of their music, combined with their undeniable talent and charisma, made the Jackson 5 a household name almost overnight. Tito's guitar playing was an integral part of the group's sound, and while he may not have been in the spotlight as much as his brothers, his contributions were crucial to the band's success. The Jackson 5 went on to release a string of hits, including ABC, I'll Be There, and The Love You Save, all of which showcased the group's unique blend of pop, R&B, and soul music. These songs not only defined an era, but also helped to lay the foundation for the future of pop music. The Jackson 5's popularity extended far beyond the United States as they became international sensations, performing sold-out concerts around the world. Their music transcended racial and cultural boundaries, making them one of the first African-American groups to achieve widespread crossover success. The Jackson 5's impact on the music industry was so profound that, in 1997, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a testament to their lasting influence on popular music. Tito Jackson's life beyond the Jackson 5. While Tito's work with the Jackson 5 formed the foundation of his career, his musical journey didn't end when the group's fame began to wane. After the Jackson 5 left Motown in the mid-1970s and became the Jacksons under Epic Records, Tito continued to perform with his brothers. However, he also began to explore his individual musical interests, particularly his love for blues music. Blues had always been close to Tito's heart, and in the years following the Jackson 5's heyday, he took the opportunity to delve deeper into this genre. Tito's solo career took off in the early 2000s when he began performing blues shows and working on original music. In 2003, he started his journey as a solo artist, showcasing a different side of his musical personality that fans had not seen during his time with the Jackson 5. It was a bold move to step out of the shadow of his famous family and pursue a different genre, but Tito's dedication to his craft paid off. His debut solo album, Tito Time, was released in 2016 and brought him renewed recognition as a solo artist. The album featured the hit single Get It Baby, which garnered attention for its funky, upbeat rhythm and proved that Tito still had what it took to make waves in the music industry. Tito Time marked a significant moment in Tito's career, as it allowed him to both honor his musical roots with the Jackson 5 and explore new creative avenues. In 2021, Tito released his follow-up album, Under Your Spell, which further solidified his place as a respected blues artist. The album featured collaborations with several music legends, including Stevie Wonder and Tito's brother, Marlon Jackson. Under Your Spell allowed Tito to tap into his lifelong passion for blues, blending the genre's traditional elements with his own unique style. The album was well received by both fans and critics alike, showcasing Tito's versatility and depth as an artist. Tito Jackson's influence and legacy in the music industry. While Tito may not have reached the same level of fame as his brother Michael, his influence on the music world is undeniable. His work with the Jackson 5 helped to shape the sound of modern pop music, and his contributions to the group's success cannot be overstated. Tito's guitar playing was a key element of the Jackson 5's sound, and his steady presence within the group helped to anchor their performances. Moreover, Tito's influence extends beyond just his work with the Jackson 5. His solo career, while not as commercially successful as some of his siblings, allowed him to carve out his own niche in the music world. Tito's commitment to the blues genre demonstrated his deep love for music and his desire to continue evolving as an artist, even decades into his career. In addition to his musical contributions, Tito was also known for his work as a mentor and supporter of young talent. Throughout his career, he remained humble and approachable, always willing to offer advice to aspiring musicians. Tito's kindness and generosity earned him a reputation as one of the more grounded members of the Jackson family, and he was deeply respected by his peers in the industry. Financial success and Tito Jackson's net worth. Throughout his long career, Tito Jackson accumulated an estimated net worth of $2 million. While this figure may seem modest compared to some of his siblings, much of Tito's wealth came from his work with the Jackson 5. The royalties from the group's extensive catalog of hit songs, combined with the earnings from their live performances, contributed significantly to his fortune. In addition to his earnings from the Jackson 5, Tito's solo ventures and various business endeavors also added to his wealth. His solo albums, live performances, and collaborations with other artists helped to diversify his income, while his investments in other ventures ensured his financial stability. Despite not reaching the same financial heights as some of his siblings, Tito's success cannot simply be measured in terms of dollars and cents. His true wealth lies in the legacy he leaves behind, a legacy of incredible music, artistic integrity, and a commitment to family and community. The end of an era. Tito Jackson's passing at the age of 70 marks the end of an era for both the Jackson family and the music industry as a whole. For decades, Tito was a constant presence in the world of music, both as a member of the Jackson 5 and as a solo artist. His contributions helped to shape the sound of pop music and left an indelible mark on the industry. As fans around the world mourn his passing, there is comfort in knowing that Tito's music will live on. His work with the Jackson 5 will continue to be celebrated for generations to come, and his solo career serves as a reminder of his incredible versatility and talent as an artist. Tito Jackson may no longer be with us, but his legacy will endure, ensuring that his contributions to the music world are never forgotten. In the words of one fan, Tito was always the quiet strength of the Jackson 5. He may not have been in the spotlight as much, but he was always there, holding everything together. And now, as the world says goodbye to this music legend, it's clear that Tito Jackson's influence will continue to hold the music world together for years to come. Conclusion: a lasting legacy. Tito Jackson's death is a tremendous loss for the music community, but his legacy is one of resilience, passion, and love for the craft. From his early days as the guitarist for the Jackson 5 to his later years as a solo blues artist, Tito's journey was defined by his commitment to music and his dedication to his family. His story is one of perseverance, talent, and heart, a story that will continue to inspire long after his passing. As fans reflect on Tito's life and career, they will undoubtedly remember the joy his music brought into their lives. Whether it was dancing to the infectious beats of ABC or swaying to the bluesy rhythms of Under Your Spell, Tito Jackson's music will forever be a part of the soundtrack of our lives. Rest in peace, Tito Jackson. Your music, your legacy, and your spirit will never be forgotten.